Think of hairspray or spray paint. In that stream are tiny solids called aerosols, hence the name aerosol can. Ships create aerosols too, tiny solids in their exhaust, especially when under power at sea. And in the area around Singapore, west toward India and northeast toward China, in what is normally pretty clean air, you can see those skinny tracks, the record of aerosol pollution from ships. And this image is a compilation of years' worth of lightning, which lines up with that map tracking pollution.
Right along the ship track, that's where the lightning was, right smack on top of it.
Professor Robert Holsworth is an expert on lightning. He runs Woolen, the worldwide lightning network. The next step, finding out the significance of all particulate pollution on our changing weather.
Ice likes to freeze on something. It freezes much faster if there's something like a piece of dust or an aerosol to freeze onto.
Water droplets form around the particles, and because the particles in the water are small, they're more likely to float higher into the atmosphere than water droplets without particles. The water freezes into ice, and that ice takes on an electrical charge, leading to lightning.
It could well help us understand and feed into the global warming questions about weather.
And that's the question further research is intended to answer, especially when looking at Hurricane Irma, which at one point was the strongest hurricane on record.
It could make the storms worse.
That's correct.
As ships are far from the only source of tiny particles in the atmosphere. In Seattle, Glenn Farley, King 5 News.